सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। दुख और दर्द दूर करो, दुख और दर्द दूर करो, सुख का कारण दुख का निवारण, सुख का कारण दुख का निवारण, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी महिमा, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी महिमा, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराओ, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसराओ, बंधन कोटि सूत्रास निवारो, बंधन कोटि सूत्रास, बंधन कोटि सूत्रास निवारो, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी लीला, मैं क्या जानूं तेरी लीला, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, माया में आवे सब ही अंधेरा, तू है अनाथ बंधु करुणा सिंधु, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव। ओम नमो नारायणाय, 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 ओम नमो नारायणाय। Humble prostrations to one and all present here. Yesterday, we had a good discussion on so many values, but there was still this confusion regarding forgiveness. So I thought I will spend some time there. You see, if we have to define forgiveness, how will we define forgiveness? Many times we wrongly define forgiveness as leaving the evildoer scot-free without giving punishment. This is a wrong definition of forgiveness. In fact, yesterday all the confusions were because of this pre-assumption of wrong definition. What is forgiveness? Whoever has done the wrong, just allow him to go away. Let me not punish that person. Actually, this is not the definition of forgiveness. Forgiveness is that attitude of mind where there is no hatred feeling towards the wrongdoer. Number one. Number two, there is only sympathy for the wrongdoer, seeing his helplessness. And number three, there is a sincere desire for his welfare. When all these noble emotions are involved, then that particular attitude is what is called as forgiveness. So therefore, forgiveness has nothing to do with punishment or no punishment. Is it clear? Forgiveness has only to do with a healthy state of mind, a healthy state of attitude. Are we having this state of attitude when somebody is doing wrong to us? Then that is forgiveness. Many times, the evildoer has to be punished. Punishment is necessary. Why punishment is necessary? For two reasons. Number one, for the welfare of the evildoer. You have to punish that person. Because that person has to learn this lesson that every evil action has a consequence. That person has to learn this lesson that whatever evil I do, it will come back to me. That person has to learn the lesson that if I want to be happy in this world, the only way is being good. So all these lessons can be learned only when the evil action of mine comes back as suffering. So therefore, that punishment comes back to me as a blessing in disguise. It teaches me a lesson. So therefore, punishment is necessary. The second reason why punishment is necessary is because if I go scot-free with my evil action, I will be creating many more antisocial elements in the society who will gain inspiration from my evil act. It becomes a silent green signal for all the evildoers in the society. So therefore, for the welfare of the individual and for the welfare of the society, punishment is necessary for any evil action. And that is why in our constitution, punishment is given. Otherwise, there is only forgiveness what is needed. The very fact that our constitution has this element of punishment, it is only because it is necessary. So therefore, let us not combine forgiveness with punishment. Forgiveness is a healthy state of mind. That state of mind where there is no feeling of hatred towards the person. There is only sympathy. And there is a sincere desire for the welfare of that person. This healthy state of mind is what is called as forgiveness. I hope yesterday's confusions are clear now. What is that, Amma? No, just. See, there is, again, you see, depending upon the situation, that your response can vary. The point is, when you are dealing with that person, are you carrying this healthy state of emotion? Then that is defined as forgiveness. Yes. Remember, even punishment can be an act of forgiveness. When Arjuna is asked to fight the war, remember in Bhagavad Gita, one of the virtues is kshami, forgive. But here Krishna is asking Arjuna to fight. One more question, last question. No, not Nikhil.
So, Swamiji, is it fair to say, to give an example of a parent towards a child, where when you punish, you don't have hatred?
Yes.
You are praying for the welfare,
Yes.
praying for the betterment.
Yes.
That would be a whole of
Yes. 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 Even punishment with a healthy state of mind is not a punishment. Because in your mind, you are always thinking of the welfare of the other person. That is why in Bible there is a quote, I am cruel only to be kind. I am cruel only to be kind. So externally it may appear that this person is cruel, but actually it is an expression of kindness. So I think we can end this topic here. I hope you have got the message now. Right. Now, today's topic is, what is today's topic? Connecting to God. Yes, meditation is for tomorrow. How to connect ourselves to God. That is the topic. So there is a beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita which talks about 4 types of devotees. Chaturvidha bhajante mam janaha sukritino arjuna arto jitnyasur artharthi jnani cha bharatarshabha. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. There are 4 types of devotees, Arjuna. Who are the 4 types of devotees? Number 1, artha. So he is a person who goes to God because he has lot of afflictions, lot of sorrows, miseries, tragedies, lot of problems. So such a devotee is called an artha bhakta. The one who goes to God because of problems. Number 2, artharthi bhakta. A devotee who goes to God because he has so many desires, worldly desires to fulfill. Artha means worldly desire. Name, fame, wealth, prosperity. So this is the second category of devotee, who has no problem, but he has a lot of ambitions. The third category of devotee is jitnyasu. Desirer of knowledge. Jitnyasu also can mean a spiritual seeker. This is the third level. And the fourth one is called a jnani, a wise man, an enlightened man. So these are the 4 categories of devotees. Who are they? Artha bhakta, artharthi bhakta, jitnyasu bhakta, and Jnani Bhakta. 4 categories. Now, though there are 4 categories, it is also somewhere showing our evolution of devotion. So, in the beginning, of course, one category of person is always there. What is that category? I don't believe in God. That is not discussed here. So, actually, 5 categories of people are there, including them also. So the first category, I don't believe in God. So then where is a question of praying to God? So we are not going to discuss that. But remember, everybody has to start from there only. I cannot believe in God because in my ignorance, I am so firmly rooted in my sense organs. Whatever my sense organs show me, that alone is real to me. Seeing is believing. That is how we all start. So such a person naturally becomes an atheist. That is also part of journey. So we have to start from there. So what is the first step in devotion? Connecting to God. The first step is Artha Bhakti. I have lot of problems in life and I am not able to solve those problems with my own effort, my own ability, resources. So at that time, somebody comes and say, hey, chant the name of God, pray to God. So since I am so much troubled by the problems and I have tried all the other means and nothing is working, so as a last resort, I say, okay, let me try this. And where did this faith come from? I see that there are so many people who are going to temple, churches, mosques, etc. all over the world. They are praying. And they seem to get what they want. So then, out of this little faith, he tests God. This is called as testing phase. I'm not sure whether my prayer will answer or not, but I am hard pressed because of problems. Let me give it a try. This is how everybody starts. And then we do some prayer. And you will always find that mysteriously your problem is solved. You get an answer. Your prayer is answered. And when this happens, our faith in God slowly becomes strong. In the beginning there is no faith, but when I find that I have a problem and I took the matter to the Lord, did some chanting, did some prayer, did some fasting, and then I find the result. What happens to the faith? It becomes a little strong. Again I take the matter to God. Remember, in between I again forget God. But then problems keep coming in life. Another major problem comes, I try all ways, nothing is working. Then I suddenly remember, oh, last time when I was cornered, this worked. Let me try it again. And I try it. And then what happens? God is also very intelligent. In the beginning, He will fulfill all your prayers. Because more than you wanting to love God, God wants your love. Just like any mother. Mother becomes very happy when her child turns to her. So therefore, in the beginning, you will always find your prayers are answered. So this stage is what is called as Artha Bhakti. You can include Artharthi Bhakti also. Artha Artharthi Bhakti. That is that stage. Now it is beautifully said. God answers our prayers in 4 ways. What are the 4 ways? Number 1, yes. Whatever you ask, He gives you. Number 2, no. Whatever you ask, He will not give you. Number 3, wait. You pray, but the response is not immediate. You have to wait. And the 4th one, take, here is something better. First one, yes. Second one, no. Third one, wait. And 4th one, take, here is something better. These are the 4 ways in which God responds to our prayers. First one is yes. Whatever you ask, He will give you. Second one is no. He will not give what we ask because it is not good for us. Third one is wait. Wait, when the right time comes, I will give you. And the 4th one, take, here is something better. Whatever you are asking, there is something higher which you are not aware. I will give you that. So when this way, when our prayers are answered, slowly, our faith in God becomes strong. So therefore we say, in the beginning, test God. Nothing wrong. In the beginning, I am not seeing God. I am not feeling God. God is a stranger. People say there is God, but I don't know. So therefore, always, there is absolutely nothing wrong in testing God. So how to test God? take our problems to God. This is the best way to test God. And see whether these problems are getting addressed or not, solved or not. So in the beginning, you can start. Some tapas you have to do. Don't say that, many times what happens, we pray, we ask something and we forget that we have asked. That should not happen. So when we ask something, we should remember that we have asked and we are waiting for a response. Does he respond or not? So therefore it is always good to take some resolve. I will chant the name of the Lord this many times. I will visit such and such place of pilgrimage. I will do fasting on such and such day. There should be some kind of tapas, austerity, which you must be doing, so that you are remembering that you have asked something. So when again and again you find that it is answered, slowly that trust, that faith, that relationship grows. And you come to know intuitively that there is something, there is some presence, there is some divine power which is listening to my prayer, which is making things happen, which has the power to put an end to all my sorrows. So when this happens, naturally there is a tendency to know more about God, to intensify my relationship with God. This desire automatically comes. If there is a divine power which can solve my problem, I want that power to always be there with me, bless me, guide me, console me, inspire me, enlighten me. This desire automatically comes. So then what happens? Once this desire has come, God starts tightening his nuts and bolts. In the beginning he won't. He will pamper you. And slowly, you see, any relationship goes two ways. If you are getting something from someone, you will have to give also. All the time getting will not work. Yes or no? Any relationship. When you are getting something from a person, you also have to give what that person wants. Now, as this relationship with God is evolving, becoming strong, now you know that there is a presence. You don't doubt it, because very many times when you are totally helpless, you have turned to Him and your prayer has been answered in a mysterious way. You know that this is not my doing, this is because of some divine hand. You know it. And this has happened many times. So now your faith is quite strong. Now that Lord starts demanding certain things from you. He starts put forth certain expectations. He also has expectations from us. So what is that which He expects from us? We must walk the path of righteousness. This is His expectation. We must walk the path of dharma. The one thing which God loves the most is dharma, the path of righteousness. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I again and again come to this world. For what? I take avatar. Dharma samsthapanarthaya. Bhagavan, when do you take avatar? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyam. Whenever there is a decline of dharma, I come to this world to establish dharma. So what does it mean? The one thing which Bhagavan loves is dharma. Dharma has so many meanings. So here, For the ease of discussion, let us take this one meaning of righteousness. Walking the path of goodness. Walking the path of truth. So this is what He expects from us. So therefore, if I want to make my relationship with God strong, what should I do? Now I have no choice but to walk the path of righteousness. So that stage is what is called as the stage of Jitnyasu. The Jitnyasu is not much worried about the worldly attainments, worldly desires. Now he has an intense desire to intensify his relationship with God. There is somebody who is with me, loving me infinitely, ever blessing me, ever guiding me. I want this entity to be always with me, always bless me. I want to please that entity. This desire comes. So then that stage is what is called as the stage of a Jitnyasu. Now I am living a life for what? To please God. Whenever God is pleased, I am happy. Whenever God is displeased, I am miserable. I come to know that there is no other way in this world to become happy other than to please my Creator. That stage is called the stage of a Jitnyasu. So now the desire is not about too much about food, shelter, clothing, all these worldly attainments. That is not the main focus. The main focus is, with my actions, am I pleasing my Lord? Am I doing something which is displeasing Him? You see? That stage is called the stage of a Jitnyasu. Now, you remember all the 10 situations yesterday? What are the situations? Situation number 1, I do good to others. Situation number 2, others do good to me. Situation number 3, I do bad to others. 4, others do bad to me. 5, I perform better than others. 6, others perform better than me. Then I find fault with others. Then others find fault with me. 9th one, I get attached to others. 10th one, others get attached to me. See, commonly faced 10 situations. Now, these 10 situations must be handled in what way? In such a way that God is pleased with me. This becomes my highest priority in life. Because now I am convinced that my life depends on God, my welfare and well-being depends on God, my existence itself is depending upon God, all my happiness, peace, contentment, strength, everything depends on God. So therefore, my life should be revolving around God. God becomes my first priority. Such a person is called a spiritual seeker, a sadhaka, a jitnyasu, who is striving in the path of truth, in the path of righteousness, in order to please his Creator. So now all these situations, whatever we have discussed yesterday, what is the right thing to do and what we tend to do. One is the God-centric life, the other is the egocentric life. What is that which pleases God? God-centric life. What is that which displeases God? Egocentric life. Whenever I live a life selfishly, that displeases Him. Now the question is, how does God indicate to us that He is displeased? He will not come in form and say, what you are doing is wrong. That doesn't happen. Then how does he communicate to us? The way of communication is peace and disturbance of the mind. When he is pleased, mind is peaceful. Mind is cheerful. When he is displeased, mind is disturbed. This is the way. Now there are various ways in which I can displease God. So therefore, there are various flavors of disturbances. When we say mind is disturbed, there can be various flavors. What are the different flavors available? The flavor of disturbance in the form of jealousy, hatred, revenge, you see, infatuation. All these are disturbances, but these disturbances also have different unique flavors. Flavor means different type. So that I will be able to recognize what this disturbance is all about. Is it a disturbance due to jealousy, or is it a disturbance due to flared up arrogance? There is a difference. So in this way, God communicates to us. So one thing is for sure, if your mind is disturbed, you are wrong. If your mind is disturbed, God is not happy with you. If your mind is disturbed, you are not in harmony with creation. If you are disturbed, somewhere you are deviating from the path of righteousness. If you are disturbed, somewhere you are compromising with the higher values of life. 100%. You cannot say, no Swamiji, I am walking the path of righteousness but I am disturbed. Impossible. Path of righteousness and disturbance cannot go together. The first class was about stress. Do you remember? Handling stress. So what is stress? Some negative emotion is stress. It is a negative emotion, it is a disturbance. So when do we feel stressed? When we are disconnected. Any disturbance of the mind is an indication that I am disconnected from God. I am doing something which is against His will. Now, to notice this disturbance, where should be our attention? Outside or inside? Inside. As long as our attention is outside, this disturbance that is happening inside will not be detected. So if you say, Swamiji, I don't know when that mind is disturbed, I am not aware of it. You are not aware because you are not paying attention. If you pay attention, you will be aware of it. You will be aware of only that where you pay attention to. Whatever you pay attention, that knowledge you will get. So if you want to listen to God, you have to pay attention within. That is where the whole of meditation comes into picture. That topic we will take up tomorrow. So disturbance of the mind equal to, now you must be able to define that. Disturbance of the mind equal to all those deviation from the path of righteousness, displeasing God, etc., etc., etc. So what is our primary duty as a spiritual seeker? Come out of this disturbance. How to come out of this disturbance? The 5-point technique. What are they? Observe. Second one, detect. Detect these negative thoughts. How will you detect? Unless you observe, you cannot detect. Observe, detect. Third one, eliminate. How will you eliminate these negative thoughts? By substituting it with right thoughts. Right thinking. What is right thinking? Righteous thinking is right thinking. Righteous thinking is positive thinking. In fact, we don't use that positive thinking because many times the positive thinking need not be right thinking. There can be positive thinking which is not right. It is just empty optimism. I can, I must, I will. In spirituality, we don't discuss all nonsense. We discuss only right thinking. Yes, so substitute the wrong thinking with the right thinking, and then finally strengthen this right thinking. Yes, this is the way. So what happens the moment wrong thinking is replaced by the right thinking? There is peace. The disturbed mind comes back to that state of equanimity. There is peace. That peace is the proof that you have been forgiven. The peace is that proof that God is pleased with you. That you have become a good child now. You were a bad child going to do some naughty thing. And Bhagavan warned you through a disturbance. And you listen to that warning, you have corrected yourself. So all these things are happening at the mind level. So listen to that voice, obey that voice, everything auspicious alone will happen to you. You are protected by divine grace. But to remain protected by divine grace, this is the necessary thing which you have to do. What is that? Listen to His voice, obey Him. Now, one more thing I have to tell here. Many times, we are not able to listen to His voice. Remember, you can listen to His voice only when the mind is peaceful. So, mind has got three moods. What are the three moods? Tamasic, Rajasic, Sattvic. Dull state, agitated state, peaceful state. When the mind is dull, you will never be able to decode His message. Again, when the mind is agitated, you know something is wrong, but where you are wrong, you will not be able to. Generally, agitated mind makes you extrovert. This always happens. Agitation and extrovertedness, they go together. Peace and introvertedness go together. So therefore, whenever you are taking major decisions, always ensure that the mind is peaceful. That state is called a sattvic state of mind. Major decisions should never be taken when the mind is disturbed. Because the disturbed mind has this knack of forcing you to take wrong decisions in life. A disturbed mind can never be trusted. It will show you hell and say, this is the way to heaven. Be very careful. So in this way, when you listen to that voice, decode the disturbance of the mind and understand what message He has for you, and then obey sincerely, then what happens is your relationship with God improves day by day. Convert every situation into an opportunity to tune to Him. Remember those 10 situations. So yesterday we had in detail discussed what is the wrong way of handling and also what is the right way of handling. That right way of handling must be practiced as much as possible. And the wrong way of handling must be given up as much as possible. When you are doing good to others, naturally there is a tendency of ego. Don't entertain that. That egoistic joy should be considered as a spiritual pain. It is not joy. What is it? Yesterday we had said it is a sweet poison. Why is it sweet poison? The joy of the ego when you are successful, When others praise you, award you, reward you, there is a joy. Understand, they are all egoistic joys. What is the problem with egoistic joy? That joy makes you forget God. And that joy is based on falsity. Everything has been given by God to you. Now you are taking credit for all the success. Actually, all that success should belong to God. There is an element of untruth in that. That's why it has to be given up. So yesterday we had discussed all that. So in every situation, the question asked is, what should I do that which pleases God? Now, let me tell you one thing. The path of righteousness is always a path of struggle. It is not an easy path. The path of unrighteousness is always a path of least resistance. Just like the rock on the top of the mountain. Falling down is a path of least resistance. Pushing that rock up is a path of struggle. So always you will find the path of righteousness is always a path of struggle. Something which I don't want to. Something which I don't like. I know this is right, but I don't like doing it. I know this is wrong, but I love doing it. These are the two things always you will find. So unless consciously effort is put, nothing good is going to happen. The first point is, let me be alert and vigilant as to where I am slipping and falling. And number two, let me consciously put forth effort in coming out of that trap. So there is a conscious effort involved. There is a struggle involved. This world is designed that way. Nothing noble can be attained without struggle. That's a law. It is a law at the physical level. It is also the law at the spiritual level. Material or spiritual, law is the same. If you want to attain something noble, there is a struggle, there is a price to be paid for it. So if you want to develop your spiritual muscles, what is the way? There is only one way. You have to walk the path of righteousness. Temptations will be there. You have to overcome those temptations. Win over those temptations. There is a struggle. But in that struggle, whether you get the material result outside or not, it's immaterial. But one thing is for sure, in that struggle, you develop your spiritual muscles. You become stronger and stronger day by day. Your connectivity with God improves day by day. Your purity of mind improves day by day. And as the mind becomes more and more pure, that pure mind is able to clearly see what is right and wrong. Earlier, that which I used to consider as right, in my new state of purity, evolution, I may consider that very same right thing as wrong thing. Because now I am able to see it clearly. But as long as you are not able to see something, it is not your responsibility to live that thing. You have to live only what you are seeing. At present, in my low state of evolution, I am considering something as good. Do that. That is enough. Over a period of time, that very same good thing, now I am seeing as bad thing. Now you cannot go back. You have to give up. So as the mind becomes more and more pure, greater and greater responsibilities start coming to you. There is greater and greater freedom. There is greater and greater strength. There is greater attunement. And there is greater responsibility also. Once upon a time, I could speak anything, do anything. But now in that evolved state, I cannot. I cannot even entertain a negative thought. Are you able to see that responsibility? I dare not. But the moment the negative thought is entertained, mind is disturbed. And the moment mind is disturbed, you are disconnected from God. And getting disconnected from God means losing everything that is auspicious. It is hell. For a devotee, what is hell? Not the physical hell. His real hell is when he is disconnected from, yes, the infinite source of auspiciousness. That is hell for him. So now there is a great responsibility. Earlier, your thoughts, your words, actions, carelessly spoken, insensitive, gross, sensuous, worldly, extrovert, you never cared. But now, over a period of time, because of your sadhana, now you have become so sensitive. Even a negative thought you dare not entertain. Are you seeing that gradation? As you go higher and higher, so many good things start coming to you. But then, the whole life becomes a responsible way of living, alert, vigilant way of living. And over a period of time, to conclude our talk, finally you reach the state of a jnani. Remember the 4 stages. What are the 4 stages? Artha, Artharthi Bhakti, Jitnyasu Bhakti, and finally becomes Jnani Bhakti. What is that Jnani Bhakti? Where you become one with the divine. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. You come to know that I am not separate from the divine. In fact, there is only divine. I don't even exist. You come to know that you have no individual existence. What exists is only God. You exist in God. You become one with God. That is that highest state. That is the goal to be achieved. Then this journey comes to an end. Till this journey will go on and on and on. There is no escape route. If not this birth, again come back. If not next birth, after thousands of births. But the path is the same. There is no choice. Everybody has to reach there. No choice is given. Swamiji will commit suicide. So what? Come back again in another body. There is no choice. If you have failed in a particular grade, come back to that same grade. Okay. Swamiji, what about those who ignore this path? Fine, they continue to suffer. So actually speaking, we are all in a choiceless situation. There is no choice given. We have to evolve. There is no other way. We have to walk the path of righteousness. There is no other way. This is the journey of the soul. So our journey is from ignorance to knowledge, from imperfection to perfection, from the little I to the capital I, from the individual self to the supreme self, from Jivatma to Paramatma, from darkness to light. This is our journey. We are all at different stages of evolution. So therefore, what should be our attitude towards our fellow travelers? Those who are at a low level have compassion and forgiveness. This is another reason why we should be compassionate and forgiving. People are at different stages of evolution and very many births are needed to evolve. In one birth you can't achieve it. Many births are needed. Some have just started their journey. Maybe they have just graduated from the animal kingdom. Maybe this is the first human body they have got. So their behavior will be animalistic. So what should be our attitude? I also took so much of time to reach here. Allow others also to take their time. So compassion, forgiveness, this should be our attitude towards those who are at a lower stage. Those who are at a higher stage, what should be our attitude? Reverence, and let us learn from them. This should be our attitude while dealing with people in the society. Okay, so let us wind up the talk and let's have some Q&A. For 15 minutes we will have Q&A, and finally we will have some announcements. Yes.
Swamiji, you gave the example and I think the words you used was to remind yourself about your commitment to God, or that you ask God something that you say you'll fast for so many times, etc. On the other hand, it also seems very transactional, where you promise to do something in return for something. So can you give a different view of that?
See, when we are gross, only gross language we will understand. So in the lowest level, we understand only the language of business. I do this, what will you do to me? That's how we all begin, nothing wrong. Bhagavan accepts that also. He is large-hearted. At least, Bhagavan will say, at least my child has turned to me. You understand? That's the way he says. Udara sarva evaite, Bhagavan says. All are noble ones. In Bhagavad Gita, next after that, Bhagavan says they are all noble ones. Jnani tu atmaiva me. No doubt Jnani is the highest. But I respect the devotion in all the four. That's what Bhagavan says. So in the beginning, our devotion will be an immature devotion. Doesn't matter. At least he has started. So he is far better compared to a person who says, I don't believe in God. He's far better. So this is the way we have to see.
The people, I have seen people who don't believe in God, or they will not be doing the spiritual practices, they will not be going to the temple, but the life will be in the righteous path. They may not be doing the austerities of God, temple, pujas and all, and they may not be learning the scriptures. So whatever.
See, Amma, spirituality is not about bhasma, chandan, kunkuma, arati, prasad, temple going, puja, abhisheka. That is not spirituality. That may help, no doubt. We are not criticizing it. It is possible that you may be doing all rituals and you are a number one crook. It's possible. But it is impossible that I don't turn to God, but I am a straightforward person. Impossible. Because any person who is an atheist, I am talking about atheist, he will be a body-oriented person. A body-oriented person has to be a selfish person. Because he doesn't believe in that oneness. Spirituality brings a vision of oneness. That we are all one. The consciousness in every one of us, that is God, and we are all one. Body is secondary. Today body is there, tomorrow body is not there. But the consciousness, it is immortal. It is a real truth. Therefore we are all one. So, the vision of oneness is what actually makes you truly good. Spiritual person has a vision of oneness. Whereas non-spiritual person will have only a vision of plurality, difference. I am different, you are different. The moment you say I am different, you are different, there is comparison. There is competition. There is jealousy. All negativities come. So it is impossible. What is your understanding about life?
Yeah, I asked on the first day, but you said you will bring it up later. The Gita Panchamrit, why did we choose those 5 shlokas that every Hindu should know?
Okay, so let me take up that topic now. So our Puja Guruji, Swami Tejomanji and Swami Surupananji, so it was found that very many of us Hindus, we don't even know one verse of Bhagavad Gita. It's a very tragic thing. So therefore, they said that at least let us by heart these 5 verses. The important verses of Bhagavad Gita. At least these 5. So whenever somebody asks, at least we must have some verse to quote. So what are those verses? Verse number 1, Uddhared atmanatmanam na atmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanah. This comes in the 6th chapter. Uddharet atmanatmanam, lift yourself by yourself. Lifting your mind is your greatest responsibility, because your own mind is your best friend, your own mind is your worst enemy. Now this is a very practical verse. Who is my best friend? My mind. If I have disciplined my mind, trained my mind, purified my mind, that mind becomes my best friend. Because everything in this world I have to do with my mind. Body is actually secondary. It is first the mind. Right thinking comes in the mind. Inspiration comes in the mind. Clarity comes in the mind. Decision has to be taken by the mind. So if my mind is pure, educated, enlightened, that mind becomes my best friend. So this is the place where we have to put forth effort. So this is the first verse. Uddhared atmanatmanam na atmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanah. Verse number 2, this comes in the 2nd chapter. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbuhu mate sangostu akarmani. Performing your duty is the only right you have, not upon the results. So therefore, perform your duties without expecting the result. May you not become lazy, giving up action. So this comes in the 2nd chapter. This is a very famous verse. Generally, whenever we say one verse from Bhagavad Gita, everybody will quote this only. Karmanyevadhikaras. Perform your duties without expecting result. How can you do it? That I don't know, but this is what Gita says. Are you practicing it? No, I don't practice. I don't know how to practice also. I do everything for result only. But this is what Gita says. Okay? So here, now that we have discussed all this, now you will be able to understand. Not expecting result means not expecting material result, not insisting on material result. But then, why am I performing action then? To please the Lord. This is the meaning. Perform all your duties to please the Lord, not for the result. Result may come, result may not come. Results are uncertain, but pleasing the Lord is certain. Because if you are walking the righteous path, the path of selflessness, when you are doing action for the welfare of everybody, God is pleased. That's all what you need to do. Rest everything will happen. That's the meaning. Okay, verse number 2. Verse number 3. Yat karoshi yadasnasi yat juhoshi dadasi yat tat tapasyasi kaunteya yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, yat karoshi, whatever you do, yat asnasi, whatever you eat, yat karoshi yat asnasi yat juhoshi, whatever you sacrifice, dadasi yat, whatever you give, yat tapasyasi, whatever austerity you undertake, kaunteya tat kurusha madarpanam, offer it as a worship unto me and do it. Now this is a beautiful verse, because now I don't have to be, all the time doing some spiritual act like meditation, puja, japa and all that. My own profession can be a worship unto God. Taking care of the family members can be a worship unto God. I can convert my workplace as a temple. I can convert my home as a temple. Such a verse is there in Bhagavad Gita. So I don't have to do something else. Whatever I am doing, let me do it as a worship of the Lord. That is what spirituality is. This is the 3rd verse. The 4th one, the 3rd one is from 9th chapter. What is the first one? You can just give the number. 6.5. 6th chapter, 5th verse. Second one, 247. 2nd chapter, 47th verse. Third one, Yat karoshi yadasnasi. 9th chapter, 27. Okay. Now the 4th one, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Whoever fixes his mind totally unto me, single-pointedly, worships me, it is my responsibility to take care of his welfare and well-being. It's a promise by the Lord. Yogakshemam vahamyaham. I take care of his yoga and kshema. Yoga means what? Acquisition. Kshema means preservation. Whatever you need will come to you. Whatever you have will be preserved for you. So this is a promise of the Lord. Meaning, your welfare and well-being will be taken care by the Lord. Anyone who remembers me, surrenders unto me, it is my responsibility to take care of all his needs, whether it is material need or spiritual need. So remembering God is our greatest responsibility in life. So that is the fourth one. What is the number? 9.22. And the last one, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchah. Sarva dharman parityajya, give up all your dharmas. Mamekam sharanam vraja, surrender unto me alone. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami, I will free you from all papas, sins, disturbances. Whatever wrongs you have done, I will forgive you. Ma shuchah, don't grieve. So these are the 5 verses. So if you can't by heart the whole Bhagavad Gita, doesn't matter. At least by heart these 5 verses. So somebody asks you, you must have something to say. Okay, so this is called as Gita Pancharatnam, the 5 jewels from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so we are planning to put it in our Balavihar folder, and morning we have this, morning, what do you call that? Prayers. So every time we gather, we will end up just before Arati, we will chant these 5 together so that children will get by heart. Right. Now Q&A time is over. Okay, one more question we can take.
So, you said the path of righteousness is the path of struggle. So, in this life, we are going towards spirituality and doing everything and going through all the struggles. So, the next life also, we are doing all that. So, when do we get that closeness to the God, like we achieve God, and when do we get the freedom?
Why are you worried about the future? If you are worried about the future, you will always be worried only. So remain in the present. I don't have to know when, which birth I will be liberated. At present, whatever is a problem, whatever I am inspired, whatever is good, let me do it. Nobody, that is a glory of Bhagavan. He has kept everything hidden. Nobody knows who is where. Everything is kept hidden. It is possible that the greatest sinner may, skyrocket in his spiritual evolution. And it is possible that the highly spiritual person may fall also. Nobody knows. Everything is kept hidden, secret, so that there is no competition. Otherwise that becomes a cause of, oh, he is ahead. And one more thing. This happened in our first grade. I remember. I have quoted this many times also. In my first grade, when I was a first grader, so we had around 40 children. So the teacher gave a competition. It was almost 3 o'clock, in the afternoon. The teacher said, anyone who sleeps first will get a toffee, chocolate. And we are all struggling to sleep. Now the funny part is, I could not sleep actually. Some of them, they just snowed off to glory. In the end, we were along with the teachers finding out who are sleeping. The winners don't know that they have won. You understand? Winners don't know that they have won. They are not even aware. The losers, they anyway did not get the prize also. This is how this path is. As you win, your ego is dropping. Ego is dropping means what? You are dissolving. When you are dissolving, who is left? It is exactly like sleep. With a desire to sleep, you lie down, but the moment you are asleep, you are gone. You are not there. To know that you have won, that you have attained. It's a very mysterious path.
How to connect practically with God and how to remain connected with God.
This is what I've answered for 1 hour. Last. Yes, Amma, you had some question, right? Now you must answer me now. I am going to ask you. After the session, I will catch you and ask you. Yes. What is that? Amma, it doesn't matter which religion you are. Whether it's a Christian, Muslim, Sikhism, it is all one and the same. Ekam sat vipraha bahudha vadanti. Truth is one, wise people talk in different ways. Please understand this. Like a mountain. One person is climbing from here, the other person is climbing from here. One is moving from left to right in the beginning, the other one right to left. It appears they are contradicting. Actually, no. Everybody reaches the same point. The more and more you go dive deep into your religion, you are able to understand all the other religions. Choose one path, go deep. Tell me one thing which is contradiction. Every religion says love everybody. Every religion says drop your ego. Every religion says fix your attention on God. Every religion says give up sense pleasures. Tell me where is the contradiction? Every religion says master your mind, win over anger, greed, etc. There is no contradiction at all.
So when the stage of Nirvana starts,
Correct. When does it start? The moment you start finding greater and greater peace in your heart, understand the journey has begun. There is greater and greater peace. There is contentment. There is joy. Costless joy. These are all the indication that yes, you become a complaint-free person. In any time, in any country it is possible. Your peace has nothing to do with the country. Your peace has something to do with your thoughts. If your thoughts are wrong, in any country, even if you are in India, you may be in Kashi, you will be miserable. If your thoughts are pure, even in hell, you will be in heaven. The question is, what kind of thoughts do you entertain? Not which place you are born, which place you live. No.
so is there any criticism for Gita in the Gita, or like whoever, like in our the Granth, right, the one we worship, so there is a criticism at the end of our Granth. So like all 10 groups, right, they kind of give poetry, everything is there, but at the end there's a criticism for that.
What is their criticism? What is their criticism? The question is, what is the criticism? Okay, I can help you. Many times in religion, in scriptures also, they said, this is the only path. All the other paths are not there. Sometimes such statements come. It is only to encourage, because human mind is very fickle. You will walk a little bit and then you will come down and walk another path. If you want to reach the peak of the mountain, can you walk in all paths? Choose one path, be focused. So sometimes they say, there is no other path, this is the only path. Just to encourage that person that he will go on with this path. Finally, he will come to know that all the paths are same and there are many paths. Yes, such criticisms are there only to encourage a person, only to make him single-pointed. This is the way we have to understand. For example, Vishnu Purana will say, Vishnu alone is God, no other God. Shiva Purana will say, no, Shiva is the ultimate God, all the others are inferiors. But that is okay. I don't know what it means. The point is this, you have to be single-pointed. If you dig in one place, you will get water. If you dig in 10 places, the effort is wasted. Isn't it? To dig a well, what do you have to do? One place, go deep. In the same way, one path. Right, I think that is enough. We have around 10 minutes, some few announcements. So now you have got a glimpse of what Chinmaya Mission is. Chinmaya Mission focuses only on one thing, right understanding about life. And this right understanding we gain from the scriptures. So the study of the scriptures is the main thing in Chinmaya Mission. Discussion on the scriptures and how to live a healthy life, intelligent life, based on the guidance given by the teachers, given by the masters. Because all problems in life is because of our wrong thinking, erroneous notions. So Chinmaya Mission is a mission where we are trained to think right. So we have classes for children, we have Baliviyar classes, small children are trained through Mahabharata, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, etc., through stories. We have different syllabus for different children. So for children we have separate class. For elders we have Gita class. And then we have a study group also where we all discuss, just like we are discussing like this. We discuss so that all our wrong notions are cleared. So this is weekly for 2 hours, 10 to 12. Either you can come on Saturday or Sunday. So the classes will begin from September. Right, so all of you are most welcome in this, what you call, national resurrection through individual transformation. Let us transform ourselves first. Let us find peace in ourselves first. Then only we can contribute to world peace. All peaceless people coming together for world peace, it is impossible. First, learn to be peaceful. That is your first responsibility. And that is why all these classes are important. That is a vision of Chinmaya Mission. So all of you are most welcome. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.